Michael, my name is Viorica Bruni, Miss
Nice to
Costello,
meet you.
Florida. Nice to meet you. Please tell us a little bit about you.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm a USF Pro 2000 driver, competing in the USF Pro Championships this year. First race is at St. Petersburg. Hopefully we can go into the season, come out with some good points, lead the championship, and see how it goes.
Michael, what drew you to professional driving and specifically to USF Pro 2000 series?
It all started from my dad. He did Grand Am back in the day, spec'd me out. He was just like one day, can you go try a go-kart out? Do you want to go try a go-kart out? I was like, yeah, I really wanted to. We went up to my local track at the time, which was Oakland Valley Race Park. That's when I lived back in Pennsylvania. Went in it, I was actually really fast for my first time. I was 7 years old, actually late starting. If I remember it correctly, I was actually putting down like fast laps of the race.
Were you
from
afraid?
last covers. Oh no.
No?
I loved it. Need to speed. I was like,
You
I want to
like
go
speed?
again. I want to go again. And it got to the point where my dad was like, I'm gonna buy you your first go-kart. We did, competed in the kid kart season. Oh, this was back in 2015. And then slowly grew the ladder, went through the ranks of karting, did USF 2000 last year. In 2023 we did Formula 4 US Championship. And then now I'm standing here today, about to debut in USF Pro 2000.
Are you ready?
Of course, of course.
How do you feel when you drive your car for 2025? How it is feel?
Obviously feeling really confident, knowing in the back of my head, not to show all the pace I have right now. Just keep working on what I need to, and eventually it'll come. Just working slowly, building up to it. The biggest thing is getting all the laps done and testing. So when we come here, we're prepared. I'm ready. Coming into the car, feeling really confident. It's a really fun car to drive. I want to thank Anderson Promotions for putting out such a great car, such a safe car as well. It's an amazing platform to go jump in Indy next. But yeah, again, it's just me feeling confident, getting all the laps done, testing, working on what I need to, especially at home on the sim, and we'll just keep pushing.
Street racing is a big deal, but it is also dangerous. How do you adjust to it?
Adjusting to it, it'll be a little bit different this year. It's so different to like ovals or normal road courses. It changes every year, like Kyle said. Walls could be different, potholes in other places, grip could change. Some corners it was like this last year could be different. Last year, unfortunately, I had a little bit of an incident with the wall, so I know what they'll feel like now. Not gonna repeat that this year. So going into it, you're not going in as scared like, oh, I don't want to hit it, because now it's like, okay, we already been through that. Already know what the limit is in a couple of the corners.
How did it feel when you really hit it? Like for you being in the car?
To be honest, I thought it would be a lot harder than it was. I got out unscratched, not even sored, not one single bit. If I had to race the next day, we would have raced it. And again, back to what I was saying, the car is just so safe. You're not concerned about getting hurt anymore. Going into it, just thinking, okay, it's just another race, another place to go turn on laps. It's another hairpin, it's another 90-degree corner. It's just another track. So, just going into it like any other weekend.
What are the next steps in your racing career after USF Pro 2000?
Hopefully this year we could do a little bit of Indy next, as well as next year doing a full season of that. I don't know the exact plans yet. Can't really say that. But the next steps would be Indy next, and then straight into IndyCar. So.
Do you feel
really
ready
close.
for Indy?
Scarily, yes. To be honest, looking back at it, only 3 years ago I was a little kid coming out of go-karts, and now it's like in 3 years I'll be in an IndyCar. So
That's
it's
amazing.
yeah. You
You're
just look back at it, you're just
it's
like
you driving.
right. You look back at it, you're just like, it's actually scary, the fact that I grew up this fast, going through cars this fast.
What about your parents? What did they say? Wow.
My dad loves it. My mom, she gets scared sometimes whenever you see cars going that fast around the corners, but
You
it's just so
understand
fun.
that.
Oh, completely.
That
Completely.
is
Not at
to
all.
watch your baby driving.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
But you have to talk to her. You have
Right.
How is your walk with Jesus?
Very religious. I
bless.
go out. We have people that will come up, and I always pray before I go out. There's always the IndyCar ministry with the priests that come out. I always say yes to the prayers, and yeah, so always just do as much as I can, you know. I mean, if I'm good, I'll get good karma back, and you know, that's the most important thing in racing, really. Especially with last year, didn't really have the greatest season, but always kept my head on my shoulders, always, you know, took a picture with anyone that wanted to, really nice to everyone, so hopefully my good karma could come back to me this year.
Are you cooking Italian food?
Sometimes, a little bit. Only when my mom can't, I'll go and do it, but
But what's
for the
your
most part.
favorite dish?
Ooh.
You know, I love Italian food.
You know, there's too many. I have too many to actually say that's my favorite.
You know, chicken piccata is my favorite.
Oh, that's a good
You-
one.
you like
yeah.
that?
Yeah, I like that. Anything I really like, so not picky.
No, me neither. You know, Italian food is good food.
Right.
Especially the real pasta, you know,
Right,
the homemade pasta.
Right.
That's great. Well, thank you, Michael, so much.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so happy I met you. And
No, thank you.
Give regards to your parents and
Thank
tell
you.
your mom that you're going to be
Thank you.
fine because Jesus is watching
Right,
you.
thank you.
Yes.